Secondhand Toy Dealer here, and this is the toy pickups that I have for the past month or so. I've had a couple pretty decent weekends and some online finds. So, let's start with the Jada diecast 1/43rd scale Fred Flintstone and Flintmobile from the Flintstones. It's got a little diecast minifigure and a diecast Flintstones car. And I really appreciate packaging like this because it is not super tall, but it's pretty wide, and that fills in a really specific place that I have here. So when you're playing a game of Catch-22, sometimes you really need oddball packages to fill oddball spaces. And then I placed an order with Nerdzoic Toys back in June, and finally my Din Djarin action figure from the Book of Boba Fett came in the mail. I really like this one because it's got his current armor, and it doesn't have Grogu or any other monsters in the packaging with him. It's just Din Djarin, and it has the Darksaber. So that's pretty awesome. And I'm going to hang him on the peg with the Stormtrooper. Then I was at Five Below, and I found this Super Mario Brothers Fire Flower. This is like a little light lamp. So I presume that you put some batteries in it and it would glow. They've got different kinds of lights. I liked the Fire Flower the best myself. I really like this packaging too. It's got a nice open window, and then I really like the bright colors. They really stand out when you've got them displayed on the pegboard. So then I have a Micro Galaxy Squadron Star Wars TIE Interceptor. This is one of my favorite ships in Star Wars. They had released this in a box set with the Millennium Falcon. There was 2 TIE Interceptors and a Millennium Falcon, the Endor Moon Assault. And I didn't really care for the way that the TIE Interceptors were oriented in the packaging of that. I like the look of them from this angle as opposed to straight on like that. So I ended up returning that. I had picked one up, but I didn't keep it. But I was really hoping that they would make a single package of the TIE Interceptor, and I found that. I have a bunch of them. I have a Titanium series, and then back here there is a TIE Interceptor for the Hot Wheels Starships Select, and there's one there in the Micro Machines Star Wars series. So I have several TIE Interceptors, and I was really excited to see this one hit the pegs in Series 4. And it will go right up there, if I can film and hang stuff at the same time. And then we come to this deluxe Donkey Kong action figure. This thing is monstrously huge. I would say that he stands a good 6 or 7 inches tall, and he is a beefy character. Just a really big character. Again, nice big window, big packaging. I like his Donkey Kong tie, and I was pretty excited to find this. He will go above the Jurassic Park diorama. I've been finding a bunch of holiday-themed action figures. I had previously already purchased the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer Sam the Snowman figure years ago, and I really appreciate that it came with a Toys R Us sticker on it. I really like those price tags. And then you have the Santa Claus action figure, the Peanuts action figures, Star Wars holiday themed figures, and then finally we've got the Mickey's Christmas Carol box set. I really talk about packaging a lot, but I love this windowed packaging, the figures staggered in rows, so you've got characters in front and then characters in back with a play feature in the back. I love the way that this displays. Christmas is my favorite time of year, and I have a lot of nostalgia watching Christmas specials, so to see a lot of those represented here between the Mickey's Christmas Carol, which I watched every year, and then Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and the Peanuts, I really enjoy the nostalgia of these box sets, and I'm excited that they made them. So we're going to put them right over the Millennium Falcon. And then I found a new Hot Wheels Super Mario Brothers movie cart. This is a little different than this series. So this is the movie series, and that's just the straight up Hot Wheels original line Mario Kart figures. And it's super exciting to see this one. I really like the yellows and oranges in this cart. You can see his gorilla bare feet, and I really like those barrel rockets. Seems like they've done a lot to put a lot of detail in these Hot Wheels premium cars. If you saw my video where I show the entire collection of these and these, I made a note that these card backs are really flimsy compared to these card backs. So Hot Wheels is cutting back here and there, and that's where they have found a place to cut back. So he is going to hang back here. And then we've got these, how do you pronounce this? Tubsies, mini Tubsies. And they are rubber ducks that are like licensed with different properties. So you've got the Stay Puft Marshmallow Duck and Bruce from Jaws. This one's super cool. Trying to think if they have other ones on the back. No, doesn't look like it. But I saw that they had like Minions. I'm sure they have others. I got these at Five Below. They were $5 each, which seemed a little steep for these little rubber ducks. But they were pretty cool. And I like the, again, it's cool packaging. Got a window in the front. So those will go right there in front of those cards. And right there in front of those cards. And then I was at a toy show, and I found a vintage Lego set, a polybag set. It came complete with the packaging and the Legos. It did not have the instructions, but it's pretty simple to, it came assembled, but it would be pretty simple to assemble it. I do like the packaging. If it would have been sealed, I would have kept it sealed, but I like displaying it just like that, and it sets right here, right above my Lagoon lockup. I think that this is just a couple years older than this one is, so very close to the same time period. And I remember having a Lego Pirate Raft, but it wasn't quite as small as this one. Mine had barrels on it. So this one's pretty cool though. I picked it up at a toy show for $14, and they're typically going for about $20 to $25. So then I found some Nerf stuff on clearance. I found some Nerf Hyper rounds. Now, Ollie's is selling the 50 round packs for like $3.98 a pack, which I think is a little cheaper than those that I purchased there. I want to say that I probably paid like $4.50 or $5 a pack for these. But these here, the 100 round packs, they had these on clearance for $5.24 on clearance from $20.99. So that is a spectacular clearance. And I picked up 7 of them, and I actually found one of the retail packages, the display boxes that they sold them out of. So I've got some for play and some for display. So I purchased these 100 round packs for $5.24, but they had the 50 round packs right next to them for $7.48 or 49 cents. But I couldn't believe that it was like, okay, you can spend $2 less and get twice as many, or you can spend more and get less. So that was kind of crazy. I couldn't believe that they did that. And so those will go right there in the display case. And then we have the Nerf Pro Gelfire Mythic and Legion. I have wanted to put one of these in my collection since I saw it almost 2 years ago. Is it close to 3 years? Maybe it's 2 years. It's been a while since I've seen this thing, and it's been on shelves. It's really high priced at $69. And I couldn't justify spending that kind of money on it and then putting it in my collection. I usually like to wait until they drop in price, usually clearanced down. But it's the only thing that isn't represented in my collection. I've got Ultra, I've got Elite, I have Rival, I have Rival AccuStrike, I've got Elite AccuStrike, Mega XL, N-Strike, Mega, Fortnite, Hyper, the Edge series. So, I mean, like, there's a lot of Nerf representation in my collection, but I don't have anything Gelfire. So I was waiting for that to drop in price, and it dropped from $69 down to $26. So for that price, I will happily put one on display in my collection. So set that one right underneath the trusty 1991 Upper Deck baseball set. And I am not sure if I will display the Legion or open it up and try it out. This one was originally $20, I believe, $19.97, and it dropped down to $7. They're physically at Walmart. Both of these purchases were at the physical store. So, if I can find a place to display it, I might, but I don't know. I mean, like, a lot of times I have to find something that is this space that I'm willing to knock something out of the way to put this here. And since I already have a Gelfire in the collection now, the only thing I can think of would be, you gotta find something that is this width, and that would be close to, like, this stuff here. It's a little wider, it's kind of close, but I could put it in this column, but I don't want to get rid of any of the G.I. Joe vehicles. I don't really want to get rid of the Lego City, and I sure don't want to get rid of the Borg box set there. So I don't think that I'm going to be able to find a place for it. So it's probably just going to end up being like a test bed for trying out for the next Nerf battle in the barn. We may end up going to Gelfire since they're getting clearance down so cheap. But I'll set it off to the side for now. And then the final thing in the toy haul is this Call of Duty Monkey Bomb. And it is a cell phone or gaming controller holder. So in Black Ops 2 Zombies, there is this monkey bomb that you can throw. You wind him up and you throw him, and then he distracts the zombies. All of the zombies come flocking to the monkey bomb, and then the dynamite on his back blows up and takes out a few zombies. Mostly, it's good for distraction if you need to get out of a bind or go hit the mystery box to get a different weapon. But these are a lot of fun in the game, and I was really excited to see this. This is a pretty recent release, 2023. So this is probably something that I am going to get out of package and display out of package, and I'll probably do a video on it. So, alright, well, there is a look at the toy haul. How has your toy hunt been going? Have you been finding anything cool? Thanks for checking out my videos. Hopefully, we will catch you in the next one.
That was awesome! Yes! That's awesome!
It's pretty cool, I guess.
Mark, are you gonna be a dork your whole life? Hope not.
I'm really, really sorry. I apologize unreservedly. I offer a complete and utter retraction. The imputation was totally without basis in fact and was in no way fair comment and was motivated purely by malice. And I deeply regret any distress that my comments may have caused you or your family. And I hereby undertake not to repeat any such slander at any time in the future.